Jesus Christ, really?
Don't forget to become a member of UnrealEntGaming's Patreon for exclusive manga content and early access. Isn't that right, Seth?
I already joined his Patreon today. Tons of great stuff on there, actually. But did you really have to blow up the city?
Yes.
Blew up the domino. You blew up the dominoes and you're laughing. Do you realize the f***ing crisis here?
And you will be next. Unless you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications right now.
Or else what? You'll aggressively scream another man's name for several hours?
Kakarot! Kakarot!
What a very strange situation that we now find ourselves in, especially with Goku now apparently missing as well. These unusual energy signatures that seem to be appearing throughout the universe are certainly alarming, but I fear that there may in fact be something much more sinister that is waiting for us within the darkness that we have yet to see. It's best if we take precaution, especially since the Super Dragon Balls are now going missing one by one. And so if we are to get down to the bottom of this, then we must do so right now before it is too late.
Our story now continues following the events of Goku now being shown awake and having to speak with one of the demons within the demon realm. As with Goku's curiosity now shown getting the better of him, it was only as Goku is now shown speaking with this demon where Goku then went on to comment, "You know, I initially thought that it was a bit strange at first, especially with how you came at me the way you did, but upon the moment of contact, I knew that something was a bit different about you compared to all of those other guys that were all around you. And I've seen it before in so many of them, and so after searching your feelings deep down, you aren't as sick and twisted as the ones who were shown barking orders at you," Goku continues. "You seem conflicted because I can sense your feelings, which is why you are the only one among your tribe of demons who is out here with me right now, is that right? You don't seem like a bad guy," with the demon responding, "What did you just say? You searched my feelings? How and when? Are you taking me for some kind of a joke, Saiyan? Now you listen here, mortal, you know nothing about me, nor do you have the slightest idea of who I am or where you are, so don't get the wrong idea here. I am not here to be your friend, nor do I care about what happens to you," the demon continues. "I'm just here for information, and that's all that there is. You got that? You only know so much, so don't push your luck here. If the matter calls for it, then I will not hesitate. Do you understand? You and I are nothing alike, and we never will be. I swore my allegiance to the Dark Masters, and so if they call for your death, then your head is what they will have. I want to get as much out of this as I can before you are dealt with, so consider this a warning, mortal warrior. If you knew what was good for you, then you shouldn't have entered into this realm when you did." Gosh, would you take it easy? Goku then went on to respond. "It wasn't my intention to come into this realm in the first place, but I couldn't just let our attacker off the hook without getting to the bottom of things, and so I wasn't expecting to find myself in this position, but you still don't seem to come off like the rest of those demons, so maybe it's just me here, but I can just tell, and whoa, and just what the heck is that thing over there supposed to be?" Goku then went on to question. "It's massive, and it looks like it's all chained up to the ground, but not in a way where it's trying to keep whatever's outside from going in, but more like it's trying to stop whatever's inside from coming out. I might be wrong about that, but I just just can't help but shake this feeling that I'm getting from that thing. I can sense a dark and evil energy coming from inside, but it's not just any ordinary evil, Goku then went on to continue. Listen, I know we may have not started off on the right foot here, but I need you to simply trust me here. I never came here looking for a fight with anyone else outside of that little demon guy who had attacked me and my friend Vegeta first on Earth, so I'm not going to hurt you. So if you can just tell me what's going on around here and what these Dark Masters want, then you have my word. As the demon then went on to respond, if you try anything, and I mean anything, then you are dead. Do you understand me, Saiyan mortal? Just try me and you'll find out for yourself, so don't push your luck here. One chance, one warning, that is all that you will be getting. With Goku responding, well, there's not much that I can do while chained within this giant pod anyway, so you have my word, I promise. I'm just as curious as you are in finding out more about just what the heck is going on around here. In which upon the demon now being shown having to use his sword in pressing one of the buttons on the pod, that was when the demon went on to continue, consider this mercy, mortal. Now you better start talking once I start asking questions, got it? You are a very strange creature, the demon then went on to continue. I've heard so much about you, destroyer. You claim that you are not here to destroy us, but I know the truth, and so one wrong move and you are dead. Do you understand, mortal? You claim that you are only here due to the nature of fighting one of our own, but I don't buy it. And so why are you really here? Are you here to stop us from reaching our goals or what? Anything other than the truth and you will suffer, got it? And my name is Kibi in case you wanted to know, and so now why are you here? With Goku then responding, well, again, I'm not here to destroy any of you, or at least I never intended to until you guys went and attacked me first, so it's not like any of you were really going to hurt me if I'm being honest here, so no offense of course, but I truly never came here with the intention to stop anyone. I didn't even know that this realm was active like this. With Kibi responding, oh, is that what you think? Because I could crush you right now without much of an effort, mortal. And so how do you feel about that? With Goku then responding, well, I mean, I'm still not going to try and hurt you if you did, because I don't really truly sense pure darkness in you like I did with the others. So just take it easy, will ya? I'm not here to hurt you. With Kibi then responding, well, I'll be the judge of that, mortal. You don't know me, nor do you know anything about this place either, but since you really wanted to know, then I will tell you, and I won't repeat myself either, so you better listen closely. Our realm became active for over a year now, and so the chains that once held this place captive was broken, and our Dark Masters were the first to be set free from this occurrence. There are many of us down here, and as such, the Dark Masters wish to rebuild what was originally destroyed long ago by those who feared us, Kibi continues. And so since the Dark Masters have been set free, they wish to revive the Demon Realm's leader, the one who rules over us all, including them, the great demon god known as Lord Raijin, Kibi continues. But he was imprisoned in such a way where it would require the power of the Super Dragon Balls for it to happen. And once he is set free from this angelic seal that keeps him locked away, then the dawn of a new era will be set across the entire multiverse. Wait, so there exists a demon god too? Goku then went on to question? And you say that he was sealed away by an angelic seal, but what then? What do these Dark Masters and this Raijin guy want to do with the multiverse? Are they looking to destroy it all like Merno tried to do, or what? And this place also feels very weird to fight inside of too. Do you demons have like special powers here or something? Because why does this place feel so different when it comes down to the way I fight? I feel a little off while being here. With Kibi then responding, this realm mainly operates off of dark energy where the laws of physics significantly differ from those of your own universe. For a mortal such as yourself, this can be an incredibly challenging environment to navigate through since it mainly benefits us rather than you. We are stronger here since we can feed off of the negative energy around us to always continue fighting, Kibi continues. Temporal distortions are common here, and these distortions can disorient non-native inhabitants, making it difficult for them to gauge their opponent's location and speed. Our 4 Dark Masters are already on the hunt to find all 7 of the Super Dragon Balls, as they wish to use them for several important wishes that will ultimately change the course of history forever. One of them pertains to Merno, the fallen angel, Kibi then continues. Legend tells us of his immense power, enough to eclipse all of the gods and angels with the exception of the Grand Priest and Omni King, and so we saw that firsthand when we watched you mortals battle against him, and knowing that he's gone, they still have plans for him even after his death, Kibi then continues. There are many of us here, different breeds of demons, different sizes, and different desires and mindsets, but one thing remains constant, and that is the mission at hand. And our 4 Dark Masters aspire to resurrect Merno once Lord Raijin has been set free, so that way they can control Merno and use his powers along with their own to bring down the angels and the gods and usher in a new age that is only and solely controlled by the demon god Raijin. And in order for that to happen, they have set into motion to destroy anyone who dares to try and stand in their way, and you, well, you of course are now one of them, Goku. And so it won't be long now until they bring him back, and once they do, then the invasion will begin. As a shocked Goku then went on to respond, wait, so they want to try and revive Merno so that way they could try and use him to take over the entire multiverse? But that's just insane! Don't they know that Merno doesn't side with anyone but himself? Oh, this is just horrible, but why Merno? Why now? And just when you thought dealing with 4 Dark Masters was enough along with an entire army of demons, now we also have Merno to deal with again along with a new demon god too? Oh, this is just wrong. Listen, you guys don't know what you're dealing with here by trying to bring that fallen angel back again. But then, it was only to the sudden shock of both Kibi and Goku where Kibi had now gone as far as to sense something, as Kibi then went on to respond, oh no, damn it, she's coming. I can sense her energy nearby, and so it's only growing larger, which means that she's coming here. She? Wait, but who is she? Goku then went on to question. And why do you look so nervous all of a sudden, with Kibi then shouting, oh, it's one of the 4 Dark Masters, Gira. Oh, and so I can't let her see that I opened your chamber to talk to you like this. Damn it, and so if she does, then I will be destroyed for actively engaging with you when I shouldn't be, Kibi then went on to quickly respond. So play it off quick and do not utter a single thing that I've told you, got it? For if you do, then you will be destroyed too. To which moments later, as soon as the demon Kibi was trying to play everything off with Gira having to arrive, that's when the Dark Master Gira went on to respond, ah, Kibi, keeping an eye on our little mortal prisoner here, are you? You look a bit nervous, child. Has the mortal been running his mouth from within his pod? With Kibi then responding, yes, Lord Gira, and I was just about to teach him a lesson before you arrived. Well, we need this mortal alive, Kibi, Gira then went on to respond. Destroying him was not a part of the plan, at least not yet. So you may leave us be. Your duty of keeping an eye on this Saiyan are over, with Kibi responding, yes, Lord Gira. Understood. Then I won't waste your time then, with Gira responding, good. So now leave us. To which, as Kibi was now shown doing, that's when Gira then went on to continue, I wouldn't want anything to get in the way of our little conversation. Isn't that right, Saiyan? There is much for us to show you while you're here. Especially now after seeing how skilled you are while able to battle against that fallen angel Merno, you can surely trust that you won't find any hope here, no matter what you may have heard, Gira continues. And of course, what you may think you know, to which Goku then went on to respond, yeah, well, that demon over there really wasn't making things any easier for me, but either way, you won't get away with whatever it is that you guys are trying to do down here, with Gira then questioning, you dare speak to me with such disrespect, mortal Saiyan? How amusing to have this come from a creature who is chained away awaiting his fate by the hands of superior beings. We know everything about you, son Goku. Everything that includes who you are along with the power you wield, on top of watching your battle against that fallen angel Merno too. We have so many plans just waiting for you, Saiyan. You and your kind disgust us. Never has a mortal from the outer realms dared to step into our domain until, of course, today. And this of course will serve us all in much greater ways than you may think it does. And once we've had our fill, we will make sure to take care of you immediately as soon as we have collected what we needed to collect from you, Saiyan. And if you think, even for 1 second, that you will have what it takes to make it out of here alive, then, well, you are in for a rude awakening indeed, mortal. I'm going to have lots of fun with you before before you die, but more on that a little later, Gira then went on to continue. We of course have the Super Dragon Balls to finish collecting, and it looks as though the others have already retrieved 4 of them here, with Goku then shouting, "What? They already have 4?" With Gira then responding, "Oh, don't miss me too much while I'm away. I'll be seeing you shortly, Saiyan." First, we have the Dragon Balls to oversee and collect, and very soon it'll all be ours to use, and once we do, then that's when our master will be set free yet again. And if we are able to bring Merno back and use him as our puppet in battle, then there will be no force that exists that will stop us. It'll all be ours with no one left to oppose us or our plans like they have before, and once we do, then it'll be the end of everything as they all know it. So we're all a while in the meantime when then going back to Earth and seeing as to how Gohan was now locked in a very intense training session with Piccolo, as both from that point were then shown locked in a test of strength. It was only upon having to do so where Piccolo went on to ask, "What happened to you, Gohan? What happened to that power you used to destroy Cell Max? Did you already forget about the horrors caused by Merno when he came looking for us? Did you already extinguish that warrior spirit that once burned inside of you?" With Gohan responding, "No, not at all, but I didn't think that we'd find ourselves involved in another dangerous situation like the one with Merno again." "Are you insane?" Piccolo asks. "Wake up, Gohan. You're lucky I'm not using my orange form against you. Now get it together. You're crumbling before me. Get up," Piccolo shouts. "Show your strength through the willpower you have. Who do you think will fight to protect this world and everyone on it if your father and Vegeta just suddenly disappeared? Are your books going to save the universe?" Piccolo asks. "You went and did it again, and I will not have you slack off on me anymore, you hear me? There is a time and place to study, and there is a time and place to train. What if that creature that your father went after turns out to be an anomaly like Merno? What if we later find ourselves fighting against an enemy that we simply can't beat just because we were too careless to do anything about it when we had the time? Get up! Get up and fight for your family! Fight for those who can't fight back," Piccolo shouts. "If all else, think about your daughter, a child who is counting on you to always be there during any great time of need. Are you just going to let her die? Get up and fight for her, because if you don't, then she will die." As this itself had now proven to be exactly what Gohan had needed, because upon Gohan now being shown having to slowly rise back up as Piccolo was beginning to struggle, it was only as Gohan was then beginning to get angry where Gohan went on to respond, "I may not be as consistent with my training as you, my father, or Vegeta, but I will never, ever allow anything or anyone to ever hurt my little Pan or anyone else whom I love. I can feel it burning, Piccolo," with Piccolo responding, "Good, that's the way, now push harder. Right now, standing before you is life or death. Don't let what happened with Merno happen again," Piccolo shouts. "You were lucky to have battled Cell Max after Merno, but that doesn't change the fact that you should still be stronger than this." "Then if that's what you are standing before me," Gohan says, "I'll crush you, Piccolo. Come on, if you've been more consistent with your training, then show me what you're all about." "With pleasure, kid. I thought you'd never ask." As we only then see how Piccolo had tried to sweep Gohan under his legs, with Gohan being shown having to leap on up, it was only upon Piccolo now being shown firing multiple energy blasts at Gohan where Piccolo went on to shout, "On your toes, a being like Merno would have already killed you by now. Think fast." "No, it won't be like last time," Gohan says, as he was only from that point then met with a hailstorm of energy blasts that were now beginning to rain upon him. It was even then, despite Gohan feeling tremendous amounts of pain during this, where he from that point had now gone as far as to power up with such tremendous amounts of rage that it not only went as far as to cancel out Piccolo's attacks, but it was only after Gohan had done this where Piccolo went on to respond, "That's right, there it is. There's the warrior spirit I was was looking for. Alright, the more we continue to draw this out of you, the better, with Gohan responding, hey, I'm not sure if you were intending on using that there behind you, but is that a new attack or something? Wait, no, that's some kind of a portal, isn't it? As a seemingly baffled Piccolo now having to put this into question, it was only from there where Piccolo went on to respond, what new attack? I wasn't charging up for any attack in secret. Wait, what in the world is that thing? I've located the Skinwalkers, an individual went on to respond, warriors of the 7th universe. Your blood is required. As we only from that point then make our way back onto Beerus's planet, as it only now appears as though with Beerus having to take a nap, Whis seems to be the only one looking back into his book for more information, as Whis went on to respond, interesting. So these demons operate best only when they're present in the demon realm and not within the living worlds. With the only exceptions being the 4 lords of the underworld and the demon god Raijin. So it's like having home field advantage, Whis adds, only operating mostly within the demon realm. To which all of a sudden, with Vegeta now being shown arriving, it was only from there where Beerus had gone as far as to wake up by asking, what the hell? Vegeta, where did you just poke your head from? My apologies, Lord Beerus, but I came here to speak with you and Whis about Kakarot, with Beerus shouting, you've got some nerve showing your face around here after destroying my perfectly delicious ice cream sundae. I ought to beat you to death right now. But then, as Beerus was shown flipping over his hammock and falling back down onto the ground, it was only from there where Whis went on to address Vegeta by telling him, what about Goku are you here to talk to us about, Vegeta? Is it because you're wondering where he disappeared into? I immediately knew once I felt his energy signature completely vanish from this universe, he adds. So I take it that you're both experiencing strange things over on Earth. I feared it would come to this, but I had to be sure and double check just to see if what I was assuming to be the case is actually true, he says. I know where Goku is, Vegeta, and so I think it's best if you come here so that I may explain it more by showing you. This may be a much bigger problem than you assume for it to be. Damn Saiyans and their stupid and sudden intrusions, Beerus says. I'm a destroyer god. What happened to showing a little respect around here? That stupid Vegeta. Him and that stupid Goku. He's lucky I didn't pounce on him the moment his foot touched this here divine grass of mine. All this demon talk all of a sudden is really starting to annoy me. They're demons. I'm a god of destruction. Who cares? I destroyed them without batting an eye. And that's how it happened, Vegeta told Whis. He also mentioned something about the hour of the beast arriving or something like that before blinding us both, which then led Kakarot into chasing him into the portal. I see. So then Goku is now likely in the demon realm then, Whis says, with Beerus chiming in, that idiot's really down there all by himself. So what's the big deal then, Whis? Can't you just go there and pull that Saiyan out of there or what? We angels are not permitted to enter into certain realms without first getting approval by the Grand Minister, Whis responds. It goes with our angelic laws which always must be followed. Though we are supposed to be neutral by nature, there are always exceptions that can be made, he says. Here, come and take a look at this here, Vegeta. It says here that the hour of the beast signals the awakening of the ancient god who was locked away by the first grand angel to be reborn. Which it also goes on to mention that before the Great War turns into a long period of silence, a divine sacrifice must be made. Now I wonder what this could mean, as it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of the Dark Master's Ultimate Resurrection Manga Chapter number 6 special then comes to a close. Now, there seems to be a lot going on, especially with Goku now having to understand that the Dark Masters are looking to gather all of the Super Dragon Balls together in order to from there on undo the seal that is keeping their demon god locked away, to which all the while, even back on Earth, while Gohan and Piccolo are now shown training, they both now appear to be visited by a very unexpected and unfamiliar individual, to which you can expect this and so much more to be coming at you in the upcoming manga chapter, which is that of Manga Chapter number 7, which will of course be made available on my Patreon first for all of my Patreon members to see. So if you would not only like to support the channel along with all of the work we do, on top of gain exclusive access to so much more content and exclusives, then I do encourage you all to become a member of my Patreon today, patreon.com/UnrealEntGaming, to which the links to that will be located down in the description box below and pinned comment section below as well, to where I also want to go on ahead and thank each and every single one of you guys that do become a member of my Patreon, because as of course you guys can already tell, we're doing sprite animation battles, we're doing full colored motion mangas, so I cannot wait to show you guys so much more that's coming on the channel, in which all of you guys are to thank for. So again, I do appreciate you guys for your time, to which once again, if you also just so happen to be new to the channel, then I do encourage you all to head on over and smash that subscribe button, on top of giving this video a big fat thumbs up by smashing that like button down below. Tune back in for more, because you guys don't want to miss out on what's about to happen next, to which once again I want to thank you all once more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you down in the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy guys and have a great day. Peace.
Hello. Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi.
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.